What's up, guys? Hey, Leon here, and today we're going to be taking another look at the exotic auto rifle Hardlight. I know Hardlight's been out since like the beginning of the game, and I've always thought this weapon was really interesting, but ever since they nerfed all auto rifles, I just haven't been using auto rifles at all. But it's going to be pretty interesting when patch 2.0 comes out for the Taken King, since all auto rifles are going to be getting an increase in base damage like across the board for auto rifles. I guess we'll start with my Hardlight setup, which is pretty simple. I just use the aggressive ballistics and the fitted stock. So in PvP it does head damage of 20 and a body damage of 16. But with the buffs coming up in patch 2.0 for Hardlight specifically, they are going to increase the stability from 65, which I believe it is now, to 80, which is going to make this thing very, very easy to use. And that was one of the problems that people had with this weapon, was that it was just very unstable and kind of inconsistent to the the recoil, some people would say. I personally either burst fire this weapon or I just kind of keep it still, I guess. I don't know, like some people that I've talked to said that they just have a hard time shooting this thing, and I just wanted to kind of talk about like how I shoot it. And I just kind of either burst this weapon or I just kind of anticipate the recoil. I know that's like easier said than done, but I don't have too hard of a problem with this weapon already, so I'm really interested to see what it's going to be like once the patch 2.0 comes out. And another thing that they're going to buff is they're going to increase the bounce count for Hardlight projectiles, which, if I can step back for a bit, the interesting unique perk about Hardlight is the perk Volatile Light, which rounds fired from this weapon overpenetrate targets and ricochet on hard surfaces. So what that basically means is that you can ricochet this weapon, like let's say if someone was like around a corner, according to this perk you should be able to ricochet, and if you get the right angle, you could like possibly hit your enemy if they're like around the corner, or if you're jump shooting and you're not exactly on target and you're like kind of hitting in front of him, it should bounce and ricochet and possibly hit who you're shooting at. But I haven't seen this, so I don't know what the increased bounce count is going to be like for patch 2.0, but I'm very interested to see. So what I want to know is, how are you guys shooting Hardlight? Like, what are your techniques? Like me, I try to aim around the chest neck area, and with the recoil it just generally kind of goes up anyway, but I usually try to aim around the neck area, and it just kind of does its thing, and I know that I anticipate that it's going to do that. So it depends how far or close they are away. Like the further they are away, obviously I'm going to burst fire this weapon, but the closer they are, then I just kind of aim towards the chest area, and it just starts to bounce up anyway. So that usually works out for me pretty well. I'd be interested to hear what you guys think, or what your guys' techniques are, and just feel free to leave any comments in the comment section down below, and I'll take a look at them and see what you guys all have to say and everything. I get a lot of mixed feelings about this weapon, but with all the new like weapons coming out, like Omelan's one of my ones that I'm very interested to see, just because I think Hardlight is so unique. Another thing I want to talk about is something in PvP I've been noticing for a little while now, and that's when you're playing Control or the objective games, a lot of people aren't playing the objectives at all. And I want to know if you guys are noticing that too, but I've been noticing like the kills have been just, in the 20s and 30s or whatever they are now, and like no one's playing objectives. And at least the games I've been in, and there's no one playing the objectives, and it gets really, really frustrating seeing that like hardly anyone is ever playing the objectives. I mean, like even like right now, like I seem to be the only one going after the objectives, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see what the final score is at the end of the round here. And to me, I think it's totally obvious what people are doing. They're using the control points as pretty much kind of like spawn traps where they know where they're going to be, or they know where they are, so they just kind of camp and hide around those spots. And I see it all the time, and they camp and hide around spots and wait for people to either come by or wait for them to capture it, and then they'll leave the capture point, and then they'll know where they are. I've even had like my own teammates doing that, and it gets really frustrating. And I can't wait to see the new game modes also in the Taken King, where there's going to be one where, I don't know what it's called right now, but there's going to be one where you can only get killed when you're on the control points, I believe, and that's going to be really cool to see. I'm really excited to play that one. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about Hardlight. Are you guys interested in using it again? Are you guys going to bring it out once patch 2.0 comes out? Or what do you guys think of, you know, patch 2.0 in general? I mean, you guys can let me know about that too, also in the comment section below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.
Heavy ammo available. Only 5 minutes left. Zone A neutralized. Zone A's captured. It's yours. Zone C lost. Victory imminent. Zone B lost. Ha ha! More efforts like that and we might just win this.